In this video, I'm going to share with you the meditation technique that I used to awaken my Kundalini energy more than 10 years ago. There are many ways to meditate, many helpful, powerful techniques can be learned. With this video, I'm not saying the way that I did is the most effective or best way to do it. My goal is simply to show you exactly what I did to activate my Kundalini energy. I have another video on this channel where I tell the full story of my awakening, my main motivation for getting into meditation in the first place. In short, it was due to my mental health struggles. I'll link that video below. This video is just a how-to. One more thing I want to quickly mention. Before the awakening, I never even heard the word Kundalini in my life. I got into meditation purely because it helped with my mental health. Awakening the Kundalini was never my intention. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the meditation technique. I did this meditation technique every single day. I maybe skipped a few days here and there, and I did this for about half a year, and that's when my Kundalini awakened, so it took me about half a year. I'm first going to talk about the preparation, things that were present while I was meditating, and some of my thoughts why I think this particular meditation was successful in awakening the Kundalini. So first, everything you will need. And after that, I'm going to get into the concrete steps that I followed during the meditation, meaning how I meditated. So let's get started. I was always listening to meditation music while I did this technique. Unfortunately, I no longer know the exact track, but I always used the same one. I found it on YouTube by typing in something like Buddhist meditation, music, 30 minutes. It was peaceful music, not a guided meditation, just instrumental, maybe with some nature sounds in the background. The specific music isn't that important, as long as it is not distracting, so it should be some peaceful music without talking or singing. So the way I listened to it was putting my laptop in front of me and playing it out loud. At that time, I lived by myself, so I was able to do it without being distracted or interrupted. I'm not saying it wouldn't work with headphones in. I'm just describing in detail what I did. Now on to the meditation technique itself. Start the music you selected, close your eyes, and keep them closed until the 30 minutes are up. By the way, if 30 minutes sounds like a lot at first, you can start with 5 minutes and work your way up to 30 minutes. You can even do more than 30 minutes. Okay, now comes the most important part. The most important part of this meditation is to try to not think of anything at all. The mind should be completely silent for as long as possible. This is very difficult at first, but the more you practice, the easier it will become. Keeping the silence is a little bit like holding your breath, and thinking again is like swimming up to the surface to breathe. But be prepared, of course, you're going to think thoughts. But consciously try to create silence on purpose. What's going to help you and become your anchor is the music. The cool thing is that when you truly listen, you usually don't think. So we use the act of listening to create silence. There is an additional layer to the listening. That's why I mentioned earlier that I listened to the music not in my ears, but as if it was coming from an external source. I believe that this played an important role in awakening the Kundalini, because directing your attention, your awareness outside of yourself connects you directly to the field, to the present moment. Ever since I awakened the Kundalini, a sort of sixth sense has appeared, or maybe it was just enhanced, and I've been able to feel energy around me, inside of me, and others. Now, when I connect to the field, I can actually literally feel the energy. I think creating silence and connecting to the energy around me, the energy of the field, eventually led to the awakening of the Kundalini. So, to sum it up, close your eyes and intentionally create silence in your mind. Maintain the silence by listening to music that comes from an outside source. So this is what I did to awaken my Kundalini energy. But remember, once you step on the path, you can't leave it. Once Kundalini is awakened, it can't go back to sleep again. Kundalini is a 24/7 non-stop experience. The energy is always present and in motion, and so is your awareness of it. But personally, I would never go back. The Kundalini healing and integration process is not easy, but for me it was and is completely worth it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I truly appreciate your support. Consider subscribing for more spiritual insights I gained along my journey, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.